And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your
We are the last Americans. We are the last Americans. We are the last Americans.
Julian! Yeah! Just like Braveheart when he just keeps going.
Or on Rocky.
Yeah, I would like that.
Freedom!
That's probably what Pamela Anderson's doing right now.
Oh, why?
She probably just squirted a little bit.
What?
No,
That's the most
like
random
that's her
shit.
thing, dude.
Why Pamela Anderson?
She just squirts
Dude,
at
she's
random.
in love with that guy.
With Julian Assange?
Oh, that's true. She
Yes,
is. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
she goes
You're
and
right.
like visits him in prison and all
It
that
did
shit.
make sense when you first said it. I was like, what's the
I
squirt?
never heard about that. Does she really?
Yeah, she did like those what's it called, like sabbatical visits where like you get the meat going.
She showed him. She showed him her breast to keep him going. Keep him
Well,
like.
I don't
but
know.
he's
I
married.
mean-
He's a married man, right? He's married.
I have no idea.
He's
Yeah,
married.
but those aren't.
I
the
thought he was
greatest-
gay.
Those aren't the greatest to look at. I mean,
Not anymore.
no. not
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. And after she got the hepatitis, it kind of went downhill.
Was that change the image of the nipple or something, or the little hepatitis nipples?
She might have the ring around the butthole. I don't know.
Yeah, okay,
You never know what kind of hepatitis she's got.
I mean, they just look like implants from the early 90s, late 80s. That's just what they look like.
Yeah,
they were
just
never
solid
good.
rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got those weird kind of like, you know when you put a sticker on not well and it's got the waves in it. That's
Yeah.
kind of the underside of the
Yeah,
breast.
it's bumpy.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah, that's
little
true.
lumpy, dude. It's they weren't all great back then. Doctors weren't really, but they look worse now. I got to be honest with you. Plastic surgery. You know how many times you look at plastic surgery and be like, that's a good job. Most of the time it looks like shit.
That's true.
That's true.
They're not
That
good at
is
their
true.
jobs. They're not good. I think anybody does it. Think twice, man. You know what I'm
Well, God bless Pam Anderson, and hopefully
Yeah.
she's doing okay.
I
Well,
got to
but-
bounce on you real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. But the
Okay.
big news is Julian Assange, and that's the
Yes.
news that people are, and there's like we were saying, it's kind of fresh. It's new. You know what I mean? A lot to
Well,
take
it's
in.
very fresh. I mean,
Lot to take
no
in.
one really saw this coming. I mean, there was a couple people who saw this coming. The article that I have, hopefully Chris can pull it up when he gets back. There was a video that was implanted in there. Don't want to play it, but there's a couple people talking about, hey, if you're watching this video, that means that he's out. Because as of last week, they were like recording videos saying, hey, we're having talks. We're having discussions about like a plea deal.
Yeah.
It's a time-served plea deal with the DOJ. So essentially,
Yep.
he spent 1,901 days
Yep.
in prison.
1,901.
Yeah.
1,901.
Yep. That's what
So
they're.
if you add all that up, there's Illuminati in there somewhere. I just can't figure it out right now. But
Give you a minute, dude. You'll figure it out.
He
Yeah.
wasn't in an American prison, right?
They're just doing time
No.
served in the British thing.
yeah,
it's-
so this was
but
in
it's from the DOJ.
Belmarsh.
I know, but they're basically just saying like, we're done with this shit. Seemingly, right? They're like, you've been, you know. It seems like one person described it as it kind of proves how complicated the case is. That they're basically like, okay, we're just gonna time serve. He gets to go back to Australia, wash her hands over this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, and that's it's one of those things where like he's been in like for like 5 years. He was in the isolated whatever 23 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people
Yeah.
were saying he was shitting himself. So there was like shit all over the walls. Remember, like reports that he was like going insane.
Sure. Yeah.
Remember these things?
Yep.
And like you saw like the dilapidated videos of him, like long beards, and he's just like kind of like
He looked like an
slurring.
elder wizard. You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah, it's
just
like what kind of Harry Potter is this?
Gandalf over here.
You're a wizard, Julian. You know,
Seth
something like
Rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kapow. Seth Rich.
But I mean, the man is. I mean, he's released a lot of information against the U.S. government, and so the U.S. government wanted his ass. Probably still do.
Well, so he pled guilty to one charge of espionage, right? Is that what it was?
I believe so.
It was one charge, single charge.
Yeah.
Of something espionage. It was something I can't
Plead
remember.
guilty to leaking U.S. national security secrets and return to his. Yeah, it doesn't say how
said
many charges.
It was one charge, from my understanding, one charge, and it was for the Espionage Act, like breaking the Espionage Act or something in that lingo. But it was only one. I don't know why they got just the one apparently, but that's everything I've been reading. It's
Well, he
just-
only released everything one time.
well,
Yeah, it's like how many charges does it take? You know, I mean,
look at Trump. Man.
One,
They did
one
every
of
time
treason?
he signed.
That's all you
See,
need.
if they had the Trump motto, they would have said every time you hit click, like you sent something, that's a charge. So
it's true.
You know what I'm saying? You had 500 clicks. We're gonna give you 500 charges. The Espionage Act.
Yep.
Okay.
That's just the new way of doing it.
And like the whole
Simple.
Chelsea Manning thing, like if you ever looked up like his conversation with her, as far as like
him,
he was kind
come
of
on.
digging
His conversation with
him,
who?
him, her,
Okay.
whatever.
All right, man. Just
shim. But the conversation, he was kind of like egging it on to go put her in their password, get some information, give it to him.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, hey,
He was like, come on, give it to me.
What?
yeah, like, are you sure you can't go get a little bit more information? Come on.
Yeah, listen, I that was one of those things with him. I know it's hard opinions on both sides of Julian Assange. There's people that really just don't like him. There are people that really like want him free. And I don't know enough about it. Never really cared. I mean, not sure I didn't care, but I didn't really study it that much. But I think it's probably somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I think he probably did some things that were fishy and not good. But at the same time, we have the right to know some of this shit. I think that's the big argument, is we have the right to know some of this shit.
That's the biggest thing. Like all the stuff he ended up releasing, how much of it was the right of the people to know what it was in the first place?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially war crimes, dude. I mean, you have like the famous video of the helicopter, the Apache helicopter, where they gun down. They think that it's like, targets, terrorists.
Allegedly. Remember, we gotta always say allegedly, because that's what I saw that video, and they're like, allegedly, this is innocent bystanders. They don't. They don't
well, I mean, it was reported. It was like a couple of reporters that were shot and killed, and their family members. So it's like the 8 people that they thought were terrorists were definitely not terrorists. So
yeah,
they were kind of like going like, oh yeah, got him. Oh, there's one still crawling around. You circle around, I'll shoot. You talk. It's like, what? So whatever. I guess.
So is he? He's not coming here then.
No,
he's going to Australia.
No, he did not want
Australia.
No, he's actually there. He's on I can't remember the name of it, but he's on an island outside of Australia, which is a United States kind of like, it's an area where they can have court for the United States.
Oh, like a territory.
Yeah, it was like the San Mariana Islands or what, I don't even know, some fucking name. And it's close to Australia apparently, close enough that he is near, and he I guess didn't want anything to do with America. He didn't want to come here.
No, he had desires to never set foot in American soil.
Northern Mariana Islands. I was close.
Oh,
I said something, but he's in the Northern avoiding potential lengthy sentence in American prison. So he's going there. They're going to settle it there apparently, and then he is going to go to Australia before he dies on a boat there. Probably something like that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna.
Dude, I know. I'm saying like better watch out for this guy's ass.
Yeah,
because,
is it really over? That's the question. Is it really over until it's?
Well, yeah. Is he already there, or is he even gonna make it there?
He's there right now.
Well, there's a video. There's a video of him jumping on a plane. It's like a 10-second video, dude. I have it I sent it over to you. But I was just like, look at what he looks like now. He's all clean cut. He's ready to rock and roll.
That's true.
See his wife.
He looks like he's ready to go to work.
It looks like he worked for Office Max. Like,
yeah. Oh shit, I'm late again. They're gonna fire my ass for sure this time.
He doesn't look malnourished. That's for sure, dude.
I should have ordered office desks. Dang it. Yeah, no, he's definitely gained a lot of weight, right? I mean, he's looking good. He's looking healthy.
Yeah, he's
at least.
I mean, listen, man, this is like, either way, like however you feel about him.
He just looks like a guy that would be in a spy movie.
Or like a Sylvester Stallone movie. Like he's like that dude. He knows too much. You know what I'm saying?
He does. He
like
looks
carries
like
a briefcase and knows
he
all the
looks
passwords.
like he would be like, I don't know, like a guy in a Lethal Weapon movie.
What would his spy name be?
Probably like
Julian Assange. I mean, how he was just playing himself.
Like Grey Wolf. You know what I'm saying?
Grey Wolf,
Graybeard.
oh, Grey Wolf, dude.
I thought it'd be shit smear because of the whole story in the prison cell.
Shit smear. I like that too, man.
Yeah, he just does. He looks like a fucking hacker spy guy.
Yeah, it's the fucking
and the British accent it like adds to it.
Exactly.
Or is he Australian or British?
Australian.
Yeah, like he personally knows who 007 is. That's
like it's the greaseback hair. You know what I mean? Like the white greaseback hair.
Mm-hmm.
He's just
like he knows where all the caverns are, where they keep the Maserati cars, and like with the machine guns that come out the sides and that kind of stuff.
Dude, what's crazy is how in this video that we have up right now, Epstein's in the background. It's wild, dude. I never knew.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's right there, dude.
Oh shit, he found him.
He's also on the fucking plane.
Get in there, Epstein.
Yeah, dude.
And he has one eye. I don't know why it looks like he has a single
Yeah,
eye.
fucking Cyclops
That's
Epstein, bro.
hilarious.
We got the fucking Cyclops Epstein over here. That's him. He's got a suitcase, man. He's like, finally going to Australia.
See,
Wait for me.
I like how they purposely blurred him out a little.
Yeah. See, they're going to an island. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, that's the new. Hey, look at that's Epstein right there, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I just like WikiLeaks, and like maybe WikiLeaker could be his spy name. And it also sounds like a curse name, like you fucking WikiLeaker. You know, like something when you say it with the Irish, you WikiLeaker.
Yeah, you got to add the A on it, dude. You got the
I'm gonna shank you, you WikiLeaker.
Yeah, Leaka.
But dude, so I just want to know, what's this man gonna release? Like, what kind of information does he still have, or is he just fucking done?
No, he's not.
Like,
I don't think he's done, dude.
I think he's done.
You think so?
I think so, dude.
I think if I was in prison for that long and I never had gone through like all the actual trials to say I was actually guilty of shit, and I was just stuck in there and I was treated like I was, I think I would want redemption.
Well, this is what I want to talk about with you guys. Like, this is where, because like all this stuff, we haven't seen everything. I don't think he's in Australia yet. I don't think he's released, technically.
No, if he was there, there would be videos of him
Yeah,
landing.
I want to know what you guys think
Right.
about this, because what you bring up, Greg, is information I think is interesting. It's like, does he continue or does he not continue? Greg, what's your take, man? What's your hot take?
Dude, well, so I want to start off with what he knows. For sure.
Yeah.
And this is like, I did a whole episode on Seth Rich and the murder of Seth Rich and all this stuff. And Julian Assange has been, kind of stepping in, putting a toe in here, stepping out. And I have this video where he pretty much says like, well, look at Seth Rich. Like my sources, they can get hurt and murdered. Look at Seth Rich. He got murdered. And then the guy goes, why did you bring up Seth Rich? That was just a robbery. He's like, yes, but you have to see these things. And he goes, but what are you implying here? Why would you bring up this guy? He just got shot. It's a robbery.
You are very good at impressions. I got to be honest with you, but that one was not. That was not your bread and butter, bro.
Shut up, you WikiLeaker.
Look at Seth Rich. He's got murdered.
Yeah,
that was more of a Mario.
It's a teddy twister.
That's called Mario, Borat
that was-
Mario
that
mix,
was-
dude.
that was worse.
It was cool though, man.
Okay.
So he's
Well, next time I'll go super grimy.
you got to go grimy, bro. I feel like he's got that sleaze in him a little bit. He's got that.
I don't know
80s cocaine.
I don't
vibe.
know if I could recognize his voice even if I heard it.
It's Julian Assange.
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
Yeah, he sounds like most British.
I feel like
people, or Australians.
he would have more of a Weasley voice.
Nah, it's not that.
No.
Well, play the video, dude. You'll hear
Which
him
one?
talk.
Which one?
This is like a 2-minute. It's like from a different show, but this was a viral clip back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty much saying that Seth Rich was his source for WikiLeaks.
Oh, okay.
So check it out.
Dude, he looks like a turd without facial hair, though, man. That is a turtle.
The disastrous few weeks. If you look at the polls, he needs a miracle. In the American political lexicon, there's such a thing as the October surprise. The stuff that you're sitting on, is an October surprise in there? Do you even know what you're sitting on?
WikiLeaks never sits on material. Whistleblowers go to significant efforts to get us material, and often very significant risks. As a 27-year-old works for the DNC, who was shot in the back, murdered just 2 weeks ago for unknown reasons as he was walking down the street in Washington. So
that was just a robbery, I believe, wasn't it?
no, there's no finding. So
What are you suggesting? What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that our sources take risks, and they become concerned to see things occurring like that.
But was he one of your sources then? I mean,
We don't comment on who our sources
but
are.
why make the suggestion about a young guy being shot in the streets of Washington?
Because we have to understand how high the stakes are in the United States, and that our sources are, our sources face serious risks. That's why they come to us, so we can protect their anonymity.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it was a very odd transition. Why even bring him up? Oh, this is the sources. The sources are at risk. So you're just bringing up Seth Rich when we're having a conversation about your sources? Like, come on, bro. There's other conversations that he had with Megyn Kelly too, where she asks him all, and then it gets really awkward. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of implication that Seth Rich had a laptop. He provided a thumb drive to WikiLeaks. And there's also a reporter. I get his name, but he, no, his name's not Ty, but he was a very well-known and very resourced journalist. He would not publish anything without having thorough information, right? He went on the record in court saying Seth Rich was the source for WikiLeaks.
Yeah. I mean,
so I'm just saying, there's a lot of evidence there. Bro.
Yeah. And I feel like he probably was. You know, I guess what it comes down to is that one doesn't sell me on absolution. I just believe he was. You know what I mean? I think there are other videos and other people talking about it and other sources. But that one, I could see how you could look at it both ways. Maybe he was. I guess the argument to that not being meaningful is that he's saying, listen, we have people that work in the government, you know what I'm saying, in some form or another, aides or whatever they may be, that are getting killed for seemingly no reason. You know what I'm saying? We have to believe that there's something more behind him, you know, being just murdered for no reason. Now, whether he had anything to do with it, you could probably make the argument that that doesn't prove that he was involved with him. He's just also saying that, like, people that work for the government can be killed. And we know that to be true.
Oh, yeah.
But I get to Greg's point, and I think you're right, Greg. I'm just kind of looking at the other side of it. I think there's enough evidence that he probably was.
Yeah, dude.
With him.
Not to mention, like, the DNC received a large payment from CrowdStrike right after Seth Rich got killed. So I'm just saying,
and nothing was, and it's a fact that nothing was even stolen from him, right?
No.
Yeah, nothing was stolen off his body. He was just killed.
How was it a robbery if nothing was taken?
Yeah, dude, it's super fucking fishy.
Now, to go back to, you know, obviously he's going to be released. He's going to go back to Australia. Now we see this video and stuff. Do you think he actually posts anything? Do you actually think he does something with this? Because I really don't. I really don't think he does.
Well, you could go with that route and be like, hey, you know what? He's seen what the power can do to him. You know what I mean? Like, he's had the force of the governments from around the world trying to kill his ass. Really, like, they wanted him to go to the United States so that way they could charge him for treason and hang him. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm like, does he want to go through that all over again? Or is he just like, fuck it, dude. I want to see my family. I want to just, like, survive, live, and be comfortable. I don't know. What would you do?
Or does he say, I've already been through the worst up and to the point of dying? What do I have to be afraid of right now?
Well, so that's fair, right? I think it's a fair analyzation of it. But my question would be, listen, why wouldn't you do that any point in the past couple of years? You have people that you know what I'm saying? He still sees people. He still communicates with his wife. He still, like, has people that he's working with. You're in hiding. I'm not saying you're safe, but you're relatively safe, right? Because people do probably want him dead. And so he hasn't been killed. He's in a secure location somewhere. Why not just release it then? Because now you're putting yourself to where you're back in public. Yeah. You're not in hiding anymore. You're back in your home country, apparently. And then you drop a bunch of shit. I feel like that's asking for you to get taken out. You no longer have that security. You no longer have that, like, comfortability. That's
his dead man switch.
You know what I mean?
But like, having that, having that in your pocket, being like, hey, if you kill me, I'm gonna release all this shit.
That's different. Now, see, I think can happen. I think you're on to that point. I agree 100%. Now, he could always say, like, listen, if you're gonna take me out, I got a dead man switch, and we can just drop this whole thing. But I'm talking about willy-nilly, just like, hey, I'm out back in Australia. Let's fucking do this shit. I feel like you would have done it.
I don't think he can.
What do you mean?
Because this is who he is. Like, this is what
I can't stop.
This is what he's done. You just don't stop being what you are.
No,
I don't think he could ever stop doing what he does.
Listen, I think
you can beat a man down. Come on.
Yeah, I think he's been beat. Here's the thing. His wife has come out. Now, whether it's true or not, that's a different story. But his wife has come out multiple times over the years, especially in the past couple of years, where she said that his health is declining, that we need to stop all this bullshit.
That
we need
didn't
to get
look
him
like that getting on the plane there.
Yeah, but who knows? Listen, I'm not. I gotta think that
he went to IHOP before he went on that plane, dude.
Well, I can imagine.
He got a grand slam.
I can imagine her saying his health is declining because of how shitty he looked while being in prison, but that doesn't mean his actual health was declining.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you're locked, I don't know what his place looked like. I don't know what his actual facility looked like that he was in, living, sleeping, and all the other shit. But I have to imagine 5 years of being in a room, you know what I'm saying, where you're not outside, you're not extra, you're not socializing really that often at least. Probably not great for your mental health, man. I have to imagine. And so maybe it wasn't so much like physical, maybe it was. Maybe he's not exercising.
Dude, or maybe he was planning how he's going to release all this information without it coming back to him. I don't know. You got a lot of time on your hands to think about shit. So,
yeah, but I see both sides because I think they're both really valid points. I'm looking at him and I say he's definitely older. Okay, he's an older person now at this point, probably pretty worn out. I have to imagine that's not been an easy 5 years. Okay, however you want to look at it. So at what point do you just listen? He hasn't had sex with his wife in God knows how long. He
already did that, guaranteed.
Well, I don't think he's been around her yet. Yeah, he might have jerked off on camera or something. I don't know, but he's still in high. She's not with him right now. I don't think. I don't think so. He's still like in kind of a, if my understanding, like protective.
Flying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, yes, he's flying, but I don't know that he's just a free guy to have people around him and just travel with them over it. He's still like he's taking a private plane. He's going where he's got to go. I
feel like that would have been my first destination.
Well,
like before
destination pussy.
Before even getting like to a plane to get me back to my country, I'm gonna be like, okay, where's my wife? I got some shit I need to unload here.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked, but let's assume that he hasn't, right? So what I'm ultimately getting at is, listen, think about your wife. We all have wives. We all have kids, man. I don't know if he has kids. I don't think so. But just look at our lives. If you were away from your significant other for 5 years, okay, whether it's justified or unjust, whatever it may be, like, and this is what led to this point. I don't know that maybe he's just going, I want to just be with I want to like just enjoy my life. I'm older. I'm done with this shit. Like, I'm sick of being on the run. I'm sick of hiding out and shit. He released information that was good information. It showed how bad the government can be.
True, you know but he doesn't necessarily have to do it personally.
No, he does not.
Because he has WikiLeaks still.
That's what I'm saying, dude. He had 5 years to plan this whole thing out and be like, hey, I got the source A, source B. I can connect the dots here and let them all kind of chime in.
Yeah, and who's to say they haven't been preparing shit this whole time?
Why would they not have done it in 5 years?
I don't know.
That's why I don't believe
it. Dude.
That's why I don't believe it.
It's the election season. No. That's why.
Okay, look, fair point. A fair point. But I'm just saying 5 years. Or more, right? However long it's been. 5 years. You're going to tell me, like, no.
Well, let me ask you this. Yeah. Why now? Why release his ass right before the election? And, like, Danielson was saying maybe Biden's not in charge? Because it's like the Biden's DOJ made the deal and, like, worked out the kinks and stuff. But according to this article here, it looked like he was granted bail by the High Court in London. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if Biden's DOJ had much to do with it. Maybe they did. I don't know. But, because like, there was a lot of people, I guess.
Decade holed up and imprisoned. A decade.
No.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah. 1,901 days.
So what does it say? It says it was expected to be sentenced in time served 62 months in Belmarsh Prison, high security facility in Southeast London. Where does it say that the British government? I'm just trying to find that spot right there.
So right up at the top, below is the official statement from WikiLeaks. Julian Assange is free. 1901 days there. He was granted bail by the High Court in London.
It was released at Stansted Airport during the afternoon. He boarded a plane, departed the UK. This is a result of a global campaign that spanned grassroots.
Okay, so that video of him getting on the plane was literally him leaving the prison.
Well, leaving the grounds.
With Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
With Jeffrey Epstein.
the one-eyed Jeffrey Epstein now.
Huh.
He after more than 5 years in a 2x3 meter cell, dude.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, he spent 5 years in isolation.
6 feet by fucking 9 feet. Is that what it is? 6 by 9. Boof.
That's an average cell.
6 by 9.
Yeah.
Probably. But still, fuck sucks.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
And that's his wife in that video.
Yeah.
If you show,
yeah.
I mean, you don't have to play the video, but you can just show a still shot of it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's his wife. I've never seen his wife before, so whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I watched some stuff.
Stella Assange.
Oh, I thought it was seductive Assange.
Seductive? Hey, my name's Seductive.
I'm so seductive. I just, listen.
Y'all ready?
I look at it like if they had this thing where there's other people involved and there's multiple people and, WikiLeaks is there and they have all this information and they still have tons of dirt. I just feel like why wouldn't you use that to get him out? Now, hear me out. He's in the cell. Okay, he's doing his shit. If he's got other people that are, out doing things for him, why not keep releasing shit? Why not say, hey, I'm here. I can't release it. I don't know who's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's doing it. And they're like, well, they're working for you. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know who it is, But they're going to keep doing it.
Because they might twist the knife, I guess.
They're going to keep
like they have them in there.
I know,
so
but why would they not just say, we're going to keep doing it until you release him? You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep releasing dirt until you let him go. Because that, to me, is the best way to get him out quick. Because they want that shit to stop. If they don't know who's doing it, and he's got some certain, thing going on, some campaign going around the world.
But, I mean, being in there, no one can kill him.
I know, but I'm just saying, why would they not use that to get him out? I feel like
they could Jeffrey Epstein his ass.
Maybe that would be why. Well, here in the U.S., probably. If the U.S. is the one
they could do it anywhere.
Well, do it anywhere.
If the U.S. is the one that wants his head.
You don't think
I'm sure
UK...
I don't
know.
Head,
I don't know.
Yeah, they all suck each other.
If they did, why release him?
That's the question.
You kept him here this long. If you really if they wanted his head, like the U.S. does because of the shit he released, why just let him go willy-nilly?
Now?
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple ways you could look at this. And I think that's a fair question too. But let's look at the other things, right? Is Biden going to try to capitalize on this? His numbers are down, black votes down.
He was
young
talking
kids
about
are
it
down. He was
not
talking
too long
about
ago.
it.
I was going to try to find that.
Well, I'm just saying, what if he said
I'm the one that got him out.
I'm the one that helped the UK get him released, and you guys can all thank me for finally releasing Julian Assange. Now and he was hoping that he gets a bump in polls because there are a lot of people that care a lot about
CNN.
this.
Yeah, CNN Politics. Julian Assange agrees to plea deal with Biden administration that will allow him to avoid imprisonment in the U.S. So, I mean, even CNN is saying, yes, this is the Biden administration doing this.
So the deal he made with the DOJ is to avoid prison here, not necessarily to get out.
Well, it was to get out because that was the reason, I think, is they wanted him to be extradited here.
Yes.
So if they made the deal where they said, we're not going to extradite you back, we're not going to put you in prison, we're going to slap you with this charge, and you're free to go to Australia and live your life. You time serve. Okay. In all other aspects, that is freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, he's free. But I think when you look at what does the Biden campaign have going for them? Not a lot. Their numbers are down. It's not looking good. So what's a good way to get? Greg said it. It's close to an election. Some people are very passionate about freeing Julian Assange.
True, but is the people that are passionate about freeing Julian Assange the people that are would be voting for Biden?
Well,
no, but that's, I mean, you never know.
Yeah,
you could change your ways.
Some people.
This was back in April 10th. Biden says he's considering Australia's request to end Julian Assange's prosecution. So he's been thinking about this for a while.
April
10th.
Yep. I'm just saying, if you look at it from that aspect, you can understand why possibly this is a good play for Joe Biden, or at least he thinks it's a good play.
Maybe. I mean,
they're still going to take him out.
I just don't know how many people voting for Joe Biden would be the ones wanting Julian Assange released.
Well, I think there's a lot of people that want. I don't know.
I feel like it's usually the other flip of the coin that is on his side saying he needs to release. He did the people a favor.
Yeah. They would think that Biden would want him dead. Biden works for the deep state. The deep state wants Julian Assange dead.
Maybe it's a play for the middle ground. You know what I'm saying? The independents, those kind of people that are hit and miss. Listen, we've all talked about that multiple times, right? That middle ground is where somebody's got to make up for. You know what I'm saying? Because they both have their bases.
Yeah.
I don't know how Joe does, but he has his base. And those moderates, those middle ground independents are the ones that they're all vying for right now because that's who's going to swing this the hard way.
You think the middle ground could win Joe Biden the election?
I think that's what got him the election last time. If you want to take away the fraud and all the other bullshit, I'm saying I think that there's some people in the middle that for whatever reason didn't like Trump. That's what I think. But that's what it usually is. I think when you look at the split between the left and the right, you always have those middle, and that's who they're all going for, the independent vote. And the polls after the voting, how do the independents fucking, blah, blah, blah. What do they care about? Because that's who they're trying to win. Trump already has his base. The whole...
So does Biden, though.
He does. What I'm saying is Trump has...
Not a lot of people going towards the Biden base.
I think what we've talked about is the surge of new people. I think you're seeing a lot of independents who are going, listen, I don't like either, but Biden is really bad, and he's really bad for the economy, and he's fucking brain dead. So, it's Trump seems more viable at this point, and I think that's where a lot are going to start leaning towards. But to the point, there are probably some people in the middle ground that look at this as a win for the Biden campaign. I would have to imagine some people do. I don't know if it's a lot, but some people do. To me, I don't give a shit.
know if it really moves the needle for anything with Biden. Like, to be honest with you, because like I think most people that are voting for Biden, I'm just throwing it out there, might not care about Julian Assange.
Well, I think that's what Chris was saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I feel like Biden represents something. Biden represents those who are locking up Julian Assange. So like, why would people vote for him? You know what I mean?
I think it depends on how. It depends on. I don't know. I think it depends on how those people view things. We want to think that, but maybe that's not the case. I think some of his supporters don't necessarily look at him as that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, we think that. We think that he's corrupt, and we think that he's the person that locks these people up. But I have to wonder how many people on the outside don't look at him that way. They just hate that he's old. They hate that he's fucking dumb. They hate that he gaffes all the time, or that he's possibly corrupt. But maybe they don't view him the same way we do, you know?
Well, either way, I just hate how like prisoners are treated as political pawns that are released during, you know, like the actual voting season, because same with the J6 people, like Trump could have pardoned them before he left office, but he never did. And so it's like, he's waiting until like now it's campaign season. The first thing I do day one, I'm going to release all the J6ers. I'm going to release them.
Well,
you know,
I mean, can you pardon people before they've been like charged?
Yeah,
or
he could have pardoned them anytime he wanted to.
Like, he could have just been like, pardon everyone here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know about that, man. Yeah, I don't think.
I think he could have.
Nah.
I think
it took months and months for them to round up these people. After the whole, even after when Biden took office, they were still fucking arresting people for that. I don't think he had any way to like go through and say, hey, fill out a chart where you're on there, you're all free. You know what I mean? Like that seems ludicrous.
Well, and to be honest, he probably would have pardoned the feds. You know, I don't know.
He wouldn't have known at the
time.
I
don't think any feds got arrested, but yeah, whatever.
I get what you're saying, though. The bigger picture is that like they're trying to like win the vote by doing these like kind of, I don't know, they're staged events basically. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, but that's
why I think like all this information will be coming out, like the whole like you can say 17 movement, whatever. I feel like they will use that to draw people into that movement and be like, oh look, it's actually happening. Like, people are getting arrested. People are, oh my God, it's happening. And they're going to use it as political bait. And I talked about this like many, many years ago. I thought they were going to do this in 2020, but they never did. So maybe they won't do it again this year. I don't
know. Who? Political bait for who?
Like Trump arresting the deep state. Oh, listen, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like Hillary Clinton's going to jail and, you know, everybody else.
Yeah.
Joe Biden's going to get arrested on the inaugural stage, that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
when reality it's a lot less entertaining than that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about any of that, but I just don't think he's done. I don't think he will ever be done. I think when you're a hacker, you're a fucking hacker. That's just I don't think once, like, it's the same thing. Once you're an addict, you're always an addict. I mean, it's I don't think he could ever, like, I don't think that mindset leaves.
He's gonna pull a Hunter.
I mean, I think that
snort some.
I think that
in the White House,
looking for gigabytes in the carpet.
Criminals can be reformed. I mean, I definitely believe that. Maybe not like serial killers. I think they're probably embedded. You know what I'm saying? As far as like they're mentally unstable. But a person that commits crimes and shit, just in general, like I think that like prison can change somebody.
Yes.
And he also think of it this way: he had to have the fucking dude help him. You know what I'm saying?
What? The dude?
The dude. what's that man? You know what I'm talking about? What's that?
Chelsea Manning?
Chelsea Manning, dude.
Oh.
Who's going to be willing to work with him? I think that's going to be the bigger question, right? I think they did their job in scaring people, okay? Because anybody that knows Julian Assange knows what he's been through over the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So how many people are going to, and also let's talk about, Seth Rich, right? Like there are a few examples, around his orbit that didn't have good outcomes, okay? So how many people are going to want to jump on ship with Julian Assange, even if he wanted to do that? That'd be a question.
Unless, like Chris was saying, they're just gung-ho and they're like, fuck it. Like, my mission is to take these people down no matter what, whether I got to sacrifice my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like Roger Stone comes to mind because I know Roger Stone was tied up in the whole WikiLeaks stuff as well.
Sure,
So
sure.
maybe his name will start coming back up as far as a communication pathway. You never know.
Yeah, I don't think there's a right or wrong in this by any means, because I think
Who knows what's actually going to happen.
Yeah, I could see 100% him doing it again. I can also see 100% that he's like, I just want to. I gave you guys information. I fucking paid the price for that information. I am ready to go fuck my wife. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's time.
I just think
I'm gonna release the wetness is what he wants to release.
I just think
that
that the hacker, like a true hacker, like him or the people that works under him,
yeah,
that literally can control anything in the world through a computer that they want to.
Yeah, I don't know if he's that. I don't
Well,
know.
he didn't hack.
Yeah,
to be clear, I mean, he didn't hack anything. He just
didn't,
published it.
But I
So
guarantee
that's like why people were so like up in arms. He's like,
but I
dude, this guy
guarantee
just put it
there
up on the internet.
I guarantee there are people that probably are in his circle that are hackers, though.
Possibly, yeah. But the big story that is like she kind of like, to Greg's point, he was egging her on to like get into this file, open the shit up, send me the fucking video, send me the, like, he was just having somebody that worked there do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hacking, I mean, yes, he
maybe I'm missing. I don't think, maybe he's not like the hacker style.
No,
but he's definitely an information guy.
Yeah, but
he knows how to get it.
Yeah,
and he knows who to get it from.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's a certain kind of power that you kind of have, especially knowing information you probably shouldn't have.
Sure. But maybe he does it in a different way now. You know, like, I think that you can release great information. Have the dude start a podcast, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, have discussions, actually release information in a different way, and talk about the things that you know, and maybe try to keep yourself out of trouble.
They would never allow that.
You'd be banned so quick, bro.
Just don't put it on freaking what's it called?
Yeah, call it the fucking Gray Wolf podcast, dude. Fucking
Yeah,
biting ankles and whatever. Yeah, it's interesting, man. I think it's been a long time coming, so it's not.
That would be something that happened nowadays. Like, he gets released and he starts a podcast. Like, of course, that's. I feel like that's just how.
Or they
go.
like they do its own like reality TV show type of thing. You know what I mean?
I wonder what it would see. Is it like, you know, obviously when you look at like where could he go? Where could he have these good discussions? Like a Joe Rogan forum would have been. I mean, I bet Joe Rogan would have loved to have had him. Now he's not going to ever come to America again. I'm convinced.
Well,
of that.
he could zoom in. I mean, Edward
in.
Snowden zoomed in on the Joe Rogan podcast.
That's true, he did.
Dude, so.
But maybe Joe just flies over to Australia, bro. You know what I'm saying? Takes that weekend trip, does an exclusive fucking interview with him. It's the record-setting fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be interesting. I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, but what would he actually? What would he actually say?
There are things that I can and cannot say, and
I think people are just interested about the whole thing. I really do. I like the information is good for most people, but I think the whole story in itself is a movie style, book style. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a fascinating.
Oh yeah,
story.
there has to be a movie made about this.
I guarantee Joe's working on it right now, trying to get him on the show.
It would not shock me at all, dude, because that would be a massive show. You know, even if he doesn't release a bunch, that's not the point. The point is like, it is a crazy story, just getting that 3 hours of like, what was it like going through this? What did you think? Like, that would.
Danielson's talking about Tucker. Yeah.
That would even be a great one too. Tucker would absolutely fly.
Oh fuck
Australia.
yeah,
absolutely, bro.
He fucking flew into Russia to do.
Yeah,
Putin.
man. Yeah.
Why wouldn't he fly to Australia?
He should dye his hair gray and slick it back just for the interview. Have a twofer, dude. The wolf
like,
pack.
can you tell who's who?
It's a gray wolf pack, bro. You know what I'm saying?
God.
They start off by howling. That's how they come their intro.
That'd be sick as shit, dude. Freedom, dude. Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
I think this is the fact that this even happened. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting, like, I don't know if interviews or just this talk about it is going to be crazy for a little while. I think,
or maybe it just goes away. Maybe it just all goes away. You know, because
fizzles out.
Yeah, because
like John McAfee.
The story's not there anymore.
Maybe.
Right? He's free. People are just slowly going to forget. Like they always forget.
If he does what you're saying and just like, I'm fucking done, dude. Yeah, I fucking live. I'm alive still, thankfully, so I'm fucking done. Yeah. If he does that, it'll fizzle away. If he does interviews and stuff, that leads me to believe that he's not going to be done.
I think there's a chance that he just gets on a beach, bro, surfs. Call him Julian Assange, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
just fucking,
Assange.
yeah, dude. He's just like,
That was a dad joke among
yeah,
dad
dude.
jokes. Welcome to the
Yeah,
club.
dude. I'm almost 40, bitches.
Yeah.
You gotta see my New Balances down here, bitch. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, man. Maybe he just wants to be on the beach, man. He's in Australia. You know, it's a beautiful sands.
Okay.
Enjoying his wife.
Well, yeah. Let's see what happens. But I know we have another topic that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, dude, I don't have an article. He's gonna have to look it up. But I thought it was interesting, and I think there's some conversation to be had about Trump coming out and kind of endorsing the idea of putting the 10 Commandments in school.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's interesting, and I kind of want to get your vibe on it, man, because I there's a part of me that thinks that this is like a setup for something bigger, or you know, trying to eliminate other things that are already happening. So, what's your hot take on this situation, Greg?
Yeah. So I've been talking back and forth with people in the Telegram about this and stuff. And so, like, I get, you know, the left is already kind of pushing this ideology with, like, BLM, the pride stuff. All that stuff is kind of like a religion in itself because it's just ideological, you know, culture, all this stuff, right?
Yep, it is.
And so, but it's not religion. And so it specifically doesn't fit the definition of a religion, even though you can treat it as one. There was a couple quotes from an article that I got, and this was like a constitutional lawyer, right? His name is Derek Black, and he was saying
It's the most basic ass name I've ever heard in my life.
yeah. Well, I could have been a Joe Smith or something. You know what I mean?
True.
Derek Black.
Yeah, he was
Sounds
saying,
like what's your name? Derek Black? I don't know. I'm
my
Johnny
name's
White.
Ben Smith. Dude, that's like when I was a kid, there was a kid named Ben Smith, and I wanted to go over to his house.
Yep.
And I asked my mom, like, Mom, can I go over to my friend's house? What's his name? Ben Smith. Yeah, fucking right. That guy doesn't exist. Like, she didn't believe me. And I'm like, he does. And I went and showed the yearbook picture.
Yep.
But this guy was saying teachers can use the Christian tenets along with other historical documents such as the Justinian Code, Declaration of Independence, Magna Carta to teach students about the historical impact of the founding societies and governments. But it's when schools suggest that the 10 Commandments are a moral code that students should follow that they risk violating the Constitution. There's no prohibition on displaying the 10 Commandments because that's what this rule was, is they're displaying the 10 Commandments. They're not teaching it. They're not preaching it, right? But it's saying it's when you elevate them as something more than just a historical document or you isolate them by themselves that it seems like you're endorsing the religion. And so when you're picking that one out and you're saying that this is the one that must be displayed, then it's kind of like you're elevating its status and you're intentionally elevating its status to convey that there's like some religious message that you're trying to, you know what I mean, endorse.
To be good people.
So that's where I kind of feel like, I'm like, yeah, you're only picking one religion, and I don't know. I mean, I just don't know if I agree with it, dude.
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely, as a whole, I think that religion should be left out of schools, period. Now I understand too that our whole country was founded on Christian belief. I believe that, right? And I believe that there's a lot of Christians in this country, and if you look at just our moral value, I think a lot of them are driven off of Christian faith. Now, obviously, we have many other religions that are all part of it. But yes, religion should be out of schools. Now, I understand that the flag, the pride flag, and all the other things is not religion, even though we could argue that it technically kind of is, right? It is. It is a belief
they preach
system.
it like it's religion.
Exactly.
So is science.
So is science. So
Get the shot.
I think you know my take is that this is going to rile up the left, obviously, right? And maybe even some on the right to some extent, because I think most on the right do believe in the separation of church and state and all that stuff to some extent, right? But like maybe this is a play more that he doesn't actually expect this to go through. He doesn't expect it to actually be implemented across the country. That he's trying to piss the left off, prove a point, right? Because they're going to have to come to it. They're going to get into a weird position because they're going to say, well, you know, you can't have that belief in like you can't have this certain thing or this, you know, the 10 Commandments. And then they go, well, then maybe we should just take all of it out. Maybe we should take the pride flags. Maybe we should take the fucking commandments. Maybe we should take the, and then
you're making the exact point that X22 made, Dave.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
and X22, Dave, are simpatico.
I would guess hard that we are nothing alike in a lot of ways, but this one seems
You
to be-
conspiracy theorist.
I know, man.
Are you?
So you're saying he's doing like a rope-a-dope move?
Well, I think
Yeah,
it makes
it's a
sense
rope-a-dope.
because
Look over here while this is going
Yeah.
on over here.
well, it's more to catch them on their hypocrite kind of mentality, and so I think that's what it is because I think I can't remember what there's something that they're trying to pass to allow the flags, pride flags, and people can have all this stuff. I don't remember if it was Tim Pool or somebody was talking about one of the podcasts I was listening to, but he was just saying, hey, reasonably, we should all support it. We should all say, yeah, you should be able to have that flag in there. I think,
And then we can also put
and
all
then
this
with
stuff in,
that, we
too.
can also have teachers have the right to hand out Bibles if they choose to. It's the same thing, right? It's so, and then they're gonna have to
But
go.
where do you feel like the argument goes when they go, well, BLM is not a religion, being gay is not a religion, so it's just a flag for freeness. It's just free spirit, Dave. The rainbow.
Yeah,
Can't get mad at the rainbow.
there's nothing
But you
freer
can-
than being in heaven, my
But
friend.
you
You
could
know what I'm
say
saying?
you could say the same thing about the Ten Commandments
Yeah.
themselves not being a religion.
Yeah, it's just a principle. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, and it's just being displayed. It's not being preached,
Yeah.
right?
and listen, I'm with you. If you look at it from a surface level, and that's what I like to do, no, it should not be. It should, I think it's good to have faith, and I think that teachers will have faith. Some of them, obviously, and some don't. That's fine. But I think all of it should be gone. That's just the matter. School should be, and listen, I got to be real with you. I know your wife's a teacher and stuff, and I know teachers, and we always interact with our kids as teachers, and they're great people. You go in the classroom, and it's all this like, there's a lot of fun stuff in there, I guess. But there's a part that I'm like, okay, tell me I'm wrong, because that's fine. Any of you guys. There's a part of me that's like, listen, school should be fun. It should have character. You walk into class, and there's like some, there's cool things in the class, kind of representing what you're teaching. But like, I just don't really care for all the teachers like designing it like over the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want school to be school. It should be fun and colorful and like, ABC. Remember when we were in elementary school? Think of it this way. You look in the class, I kind of vaguely remember it, but they had like the ABCs all the way across the border of the room. It was like educational shit. It was colorful. There was educational shit.
Yeah.
I remember Bill Cosby was on a poster.
Oh boy, if we
I
only
go,
knew.
man, I want to be like him when I grow up.
Yeah, yeah. If we had only known. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm taking the drugs. No.
I'm taking the jello. I'm taking the pudding.
When you eat the jello, you pass out on the floor.
What is this?
I don't know what that
I don't know
was.
what that was, man. It was a weird Count Dracula kind of vibe.
Yeah.
What I'm saying
I
is,
can't do the impressions. They're not good.
No, I think you can make a classroom very fun. I think you can make it completely educational. What you see a lot now, I'm not saying anybody that I know per se, but I'm saying what you see a lot is like all these personal touches, which I think it's fine. I understand the reason behind it, but that leads to things like this happening. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, it leads to somebody bringing in like, what's to stop somebody bringing in a fucking rebel flag, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is it's a-
Well, just
Nazi
like
flag.
it's why you have a dress code. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you allow one like skank to wear a short dress, then you got
Damn,
like
bro.
20,000, coming in with bras and shit. I'm just saying, like,
You got some
people
hoochie
show
ass.
This fucking skank
Dude,
wearing
yeah.
a short dress.
like
Becky,
kids
put
show
underwear
up.
on. God damn it! I told you. No fucking.
we don't accept
Well, look at
sluts in
that
this
Canadian
school.
teacher with the big tits, the big fake
There you
tits,
go.
dude.
Yeah, man.
I mean, come on,
That's
bro.
true.
Are you kidding me? Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me?
When
And
you,
like,
you have school.
kids wear sweats. They wear their pajama sweats to school now, dude.
Yeah, they do.
I'm like, can you not fucking get dressed in the morning?
But
Hello?
see, that's the thing is like, listen, okay, I'm not crazy about that. I understand like school, and a lot of people, especially nowadays, that's like the thing, like the whole like comfy trend where like dudes just wear sweatpants all the time and fucking, girls just wear yoga. Well, there's a reason a lot of them do, but the point is take out just like the schools having dress codes, right? I don't believe that kids should necessarily just wear uniforms, like where they have to wear a certain uniform. I'm not really all into that, but like there should be some standard, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if
That's
you see.
all
I
I'm
don't,
asking.
I don't know. You see on TikTok the trend or that a lot of people talking about because we just recently had proms not that long ago, right? At the end of school. Just the dresses that some of these girls wear now are pretty insane, bro. I'm just saying for like a high school kid, you're just like, what the fuck is this shit? That shouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like there are plenty of options of dresses. I'm not saying you have to have this like, have to have 3/4 of your arm covered. I'm just saying like, do you have to have your nipple out with a pasty? That's weird for a high school kid to have. That's weird, and it does happen. So it's not that it's like you have to have some severe dress code, but like just moderation. Like, hey, man, we have to have dresses. Skirts have to be just above the knee. You know what I'm saying? It's something, whatever. It's school. Change when you get home. You know what I'm saying? I sound old.
Exactly.
I sound old.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know,
I mean, it's just
it was like that when we were in school, and
was.
nothing bad happened. I mean, nothing like
exactly.
you could change after school and like do whatever the fuck you want. But come on,
when we were kids, like even in high school, there was no like risky fucking people wearing shit where you were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
There were. I mean, a couple of them were pretty gothic. Let's admit.
We
I
had a
mean,
couple goth kids.
the fishnet.
Okay, so like the scene, like, whatever scene you're in, that's a different thing. But they weren't like wearing shirts where their nipples are poking through or anything like that. That wasn't a thing back then.
When we were in school, most girls wore hoodies, dude. I remember that was the thing, bro. Like, go look at middle school pictures of our shit, Greg. It's
almost
like
all hoodies.
All of them were wearing hoodies and like baggy pants. It was weird. It's like the most but that was the style. And so the thing is it's changed. It's changed.
Yeah.
Like they're
not for the better.
Not for the better, man. Because school should be school. You should be going not to impress everybody, but obviously there is some of that, you know.
Not only that, but like cell phones in school.
Oh God, the worst, dude.
Like there's teachers that have zero rules about cell phones and just allow their kids.
Yeah.
You know,
not
they're
good.
looking at the cell phone during the actual lecture. I'm like, what the hell? Like, make them put the cell phone in a bag or something, like when they enter the room.
And you know
like, well, if my mom calls, like, I need to have medical attention. My mom needs my help.
They could.
They could.
And listen, and you add all this shit to schools, right? Teachers do have access to add things to their classrooms. Like, there's no reason that, like, because you can get a cubby. Okay, you can get cubbies behind the desk. And each kid has to put, they have a cubby and they put their fucking cell phone in the cubby and it stays in the cubby while they're in class. Concerts are doing that now, especially comedy shows where you have to put your fucking, before you go into the show, you have to put it in the bed. There's nothing wrong with that, man. They're there to learn. And those things, we're seeing the kind of crumbling of schools because of cell phones, because of bad behavior, no fucking discipline. That's not really where I'm going with this whole thing. My point is like teachers all of a sudden have a ton of freedom, which is a good thing to an extent, but like maybe
I don't think they have as much freedom as you think, dude. Like
with
after
designing
with
their
my
school,
wife,
designing their classroom. That's what I'm talking about. Just designing their classroom.
Some classrooms, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, not as much as you would think. I mean, because like depends on what you're teaching. You know, if you're like a social justice warrior, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're teaching that kind of class, then yeah. I mean, that's what you can do. But
what class in high school is social justice warrior? That's a weird fucking curriculum.
You never heard of that?
No.
Oh, they have it all over here in Washington State.
No, they
I mean,
don't.
it's like it's a level 1 entry into Antifa, bro.
That's like, hey, you're taking auto class / activism. You know what I'm saying? Or
exactly.
PE /
It's
activism.
how to slash tires, bro.
There it is, dude.
That's auto class.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. How to pull the brake lines from your opponent's vehicles.
Exactly.
That's every class. Pottery, we can make knives for you. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I get what you're saying. I don't know how extensive they can actually go, but what I do see is, I mean, you can't avoid them. You see the videos on TikTok. You see the videos on Instagram. Teachers in their classes. You see it every school year, the beginning of the school year. This is my class. Look at all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And you see pride flags all over. You see fucking rainbow shit all over. You see gay shit. And you're just like, really? You know, like, you can't just be you and then, have your normal class that is welcoming to everybody and, hope that you don't say anything that's inappropriate, because I probably will. But why are we doing it? Just take it all out. Take it all out. No religion.
I will say this, that there's one thing that my wife does have posted all around her class.
Yeah.
Because she's like the careers teacher, you know what I mean? Like there's like she teaches like a bunch of different shit, financial stuff, like software stuff, whatever, right? But all around the room, once a year, the basketball coach will take a movie poster of like a random movie, rename it after one of like the boys on the team.
Oh, cool.
And put the boys' faces on like the people in the movie cover.
Nice.
Okay.
And so it's actually pretty fucking legit, dude. And he makes it look like really good.
Yeah.
That's
so
pretty cool.
he has like all of those throughout the past like 20 years all over her classroom.
But
those are actually fun to look at.
But that's different
Yeah.
though. That has to do specifically with the students or the school.
That's what
Exactly,
I'm saying. It's
yeah.
a student body, man. Like you're to me that's great. That's great, man. It's the outside shit that I get pissed about. And again, my opinion is none of it. Fucking none of it. You know what I'm saying? Go to school and then go home and be gay all you want, be Christian all you want, be whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? When you get home, have at it, bro. But like during school, like we have got to get back to having some standards, bro. We have to get back to having some fucking standards.
Well, kids are turning into shitholes. You know
They're
what I mean?
fucking dumpster fires, dude. Like they are all like they're not all of them. There's just it's wild how unruly kids are, man.
Well, it's not even it's not even just dress code and decor standards. It's fucking accountability standards.
Parenting is awful in a lot of situations. It's just and the teachers don't have any support on any kind of form of discipline, man.
Yeah.
You know, do they even get detention anymore? Is that even a fucking thing? A detention? I don't think so. I think it's just like detention is just like a slap on the wrist.
I have no idea. But I would say no.
Yeah,
what grades did your wife teach now? What grades?
Just high schoolers.
Just high schools?
I mean, it's seniors.
Yeah.
So seniors only, pretty much.
I was gonna say careers class. I imagine it's not second grade. What do you want to be, Billy? Fireman. Okay, I'm gonna help you be that. You know what I'm saying?
I remember
like,
I had an accounting class, and I was in ninth grade.
That's fair. Well, ninth grade is high school.
Yeah, but it's like early high school. You might as well still be an eighth grader.
Good for your school, man.
Oh,
a little accounting.
Danielson says the Antifa teacher that Project Veritas exposed was my son's high school.
Oh,
shit.
nice.
Look at that. We got an Antifa teacher exposed.
Yeah, you got a living legend over there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. You know, hey, they could, I feel like Antifa members could be turned around. You know, I'm hoping that they could just like live and just like Julian Assange, he might turn around his life and never do it again.
I don't have a lot of faith, man. I think when you just look at Antifa, when you look at their mugshots, you just go, that's not a lot of hope.
Well, the difference is the Antifa people, they're always all around the same age. So in a few
Young
years,
white males.
in a few years, they're gonna grow up a little bit and then be like, what the fuck was I doing?
I don't think it's like a goth stage. You know,
I think it is.
I don't know. I think that they're just troubled. You know what I mean? Like
I think it's just like a goth stage.
Do you?
Except later in life.
I think it is too, dude.
Just not as cool because I always think that
Definitely not as
like
cool.
the goth kids they're kind of they're so genuine to their.
Well, see, you seen that video where they're all dancing under the bridge in the city or whatever?
That was a rave scene. That was like the
rave.
That was not goth.
That's not a.
No.
Was that? There was only like 15 people there.
Yeah, that was like the rave scene, dude.
But they're all like wearing like the huge black Jinko style
with
pants,
tubes.
and they're like,
they're
all black, and their faces are all painted, and the Static X style hair.
They're
and
so like
they're dancing around. But those people, they're gonna grow in the next 5 to 10 years, and they're gonna go, well, that was silly.
Well, we should put our reporter.
We're gonna be somebody's boss.
We should do our reporting and we should all look them up and just find out where is fucking X47, because that's probably his name. There's so much cultural appropriation in that video because I don't even believe in that shit anyways. But like, you know how many dreadlocks were in that video, bro? And face paint, like they're tribal.
Or in the next 5 to 10 years, they've all ended themselves. And
they probably got whacked out on Molly and they're fucking tripping some,
maybe
fucking.
Dude, did you see AOC's freaking hopping it, like freaking calling it like it is, like being a woman, hear me roar?
What?
Like jumping on stage? Dude, I just bookmarked it. She starts going like freaking crazy before, what is this, in the Bronx or something? She's like, come on, Bronx!
Oh shit.
Oh, God. She is running.
Yeah, you gotta watch
hold
this.
on,
like, she's like, she has the boob sweat going,
Dude,
I think.
That thing is up her ass right now, dude. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
So here we go. Watch this. You gotta listen to this too, dude. Yeah, come on now. Come on, everybody. Oh, does it not have sound?
No, I just turned it. It's got a music playing.
Yeah, it's got music. Though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. Woo. I mean, come on, dude.
Okay.
She's got a pretty smoking body. You got it, bro. But
God damn it, bro.
Okay, let's.
I mean,
oh, she's
okay.
gotta
she's
take
taking
her
her
hair.
hair.
Well, hold on.
She's
hold on.
gonna get frisky here, dude.
Ooh.
Taking my hair down. Listen to what she says. Are you ready to fight?
I don't know if you can say that anymore.
Dude, I thought
Yeah,
she,
right? I
she
thought that was off limits.
It looked like she was going to inhale that microphone. Dude, if you look how wide her mouth was, she was going for that fucking mic like a dick, bro. She was like, are you ready to...
You're
Oh, right there. Right there.
yeah, yeah, dude, I love that, dude.
Hawk duel.
Talk to her right there.
Yeah, dude.
Spit on that thing.
Damn,
Spit
bro.
on that thing, girl.
Fucking Jesus. But let the maid out, you know what I'm saying? Dude, this new
Jeez.
Lion King movie.
Okay, I appreciate the energy coming out.
Sure, man.
But then, like,
it's like...
it didn't hurt. When she talked, it didn't match what was going on.
Instead of J-Lo on the block, it's AOC on the cock. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. I just...
Well, that's what the C stands for.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. I'm just fucking...
What was
Don't
this
be
for?
fooled, Rock.
What was this for?
I don't know.
Do you know what
I
this
have
is
no
for?
idea, dude. The sign says for the many, not the money. So,
Oh, God.
I mean, she's
Well,
just
that's
giving
not
a
true.
rally.
She's like quadrupled her fucking worth since she got in office.
It's weird. This is like a really bad high school prep rally. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it's childish to me. It's not realistic. Now, I understand. Listen, to your point, I appreciate not a lot of people in politics can even run up a stage.
That's
Let's
true.
be very
That's
clear.
true.
She's
Like
one ahead of
to
a lot.
even get to the top of the stairs is a challenge most of the time.
Yeah, Fetterman's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not doing that.
Oh yeah.
But no, listen, man.
Freaking
fucking-
what, the penguin?
Yeah, the
Can you
penguin guy's
imagine
not
freaking
doing
what the
that,
hell's his
yeah.
name?
He
Nadler?
waddling up there. Oh.
Yeah, it's
Let's
gonna,
go.
listen. Some
He's
people
like yelling for back. Let's go, everybody. Come on. I'll be there in a second. Hold on. Yeah.
fucking yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's flapping.
Raise the roof.
He's just
Raise
flapping
the
his
roof.
arms like this.
Maybe that's the new approach. Think of it this way. Maybe things are so bad for the Democrats with Joe Biden, right? He's so old, so slow, that this is the way that they win, or they try to win, is that we actually have energy. We actually do have people that can move, and that's good enough. Think about the bar being so low that it's good enough that she ran on stage.
That's true.
I haven't seen that in 4 years.
When's the last time we seen any congressman or anyone like run?
Dude. I don't know. I'm just saying, if she would have slapped the tots out, bro, she would have got,
Like, they
got
didn't
a couple
even-
more votes.
like
though.
when
You know what I'm
James
saying?
She's got some tatas.
If she would have,
You know,
she
she does.
could have won over a couple of those 20 to fucking 30-year-old votes. You know what I'm saying? They would be like, I don't know who she is, but I like those. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Madonna was like, "Hey, vote for Joe Biden and I'll give you a blowjob." Or
Yeah, but
vote
that's
for Hillary, you know what
that's
I mean?
Madonna. Bro.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but then you're getting like that. That's just. I'd be scared of her for one. Like the way she looks now, like that, she's terrifying looking.
Yeah, it's just
true.
I listen. I appreciate it. I appreciate the enthusiasm. It's weird. That's all it is. It's just a weird thing. It's like a weird. I don't know, man. The yelling in the mic. You ready to fight, dude? The hair thing. It's very like stage. Like she probably told her age. She's like, okay, I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna bob.
I'm gonna
and weave,
fling
dude,
my hair down.
and I'm gonna try to get that hair out, and I'm gonna fucking, you know what I mean? Like whip it around.
But also, if you're gonna do that and have that energy and try to have that kind of like persona getting up there,
Yeah.
you can't wear like archaeologist shorts.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
He's like gonna dig up something.
Yeah.
You can't
I
do
just found
that.
a dinosaur bone, kids.
Yeah, she's
like
Yeah. What is this, Jurassic
you're
Park?
combating yourself here.
yeah, she's not attracting the right bone, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. You know, like that.
You got to dig up a boner,
Yeah,
AOC. Come on.
The prehistoric bones is the only thing she gets right now. You know what I'm saying? There's probably some old cringy man that's like, oh yeah, AOC, I see you. I fucking see
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I said
would.
A-OK and AOC.
yeah, I'm digging it.
Yeah. I like J-Lo. She's really spiced it up lately.
Yeah.
Ben
Look at this
Affleck
one.
really fucked. Now that she's single, she looks
Oh,
great.
Jesus.
Up there. Yeah, the archaeologist shorts, the white shirt and tank, dude, the fucking hair, and it's just, it's a little funky, man. It's like it is the girl from Jurassic Park, dude, when she was studying shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When that outfit that she was wearing, you remember that?
Yeah.
That looked a
Yes.
lot.
Yeah, she had like the button up tie.
Look that shit up. I want to see it. Yeah, pull up Jurassic Park giant pile of shit woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel
Dude,
like
that's what she was wearing.
I feel like it was close. And maybe my mind is wrong on this one. But I feel like she was wearing those fucking mom shorts.
That's pretty close. She might
No,
have had like
it's
a
pretty
light blue
close.
shirt on or something that I'm imagining.
It's pretty
I'm
close.
picturing a light blue shirt.
Oh, where's it
But
at?
yeah, those safari
There she
shorts.
is. Oh, yeah, she had the shorts, but she had that fucking she had that salmon. You know what I'm saying? That salmon.
Oh, it's salmon. Oh, yeah. Well,
Dude, you can see some butt crack on that.
Almost.
she's
yeah.
in the jungle.
It's not a
Yeah,
great-
I see some cheek. I see some bottom
And
cheek.
look at Joe Biden's right beside her, man. It's just telling, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I like to smell everything.
That's one of the
Come
best
on.
quotes right there from him. That's an enormous pile of shit.
It's an enormous
That's
pile
a
of
big
shit.
pile of shit.
Yep. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. So, you know, I get it. She's winning some people over in her party, right? Because they're like, this is great. Her energy is great. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, got to do what you got to do, I guess.
It's true, but she's about the only one that could do that, honestly. She is like the youngest person in Congress.
yeah,
Or one of the,
yeah, man.
especially on that side.
Yeah.
I bet you she'll do like a boxing match next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a mud fight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, mud
Oh,
fight?
mud fight.
Little mud wrestling.
Like a mud wrestling?
She's gonna get real. Yeah, she's like,
Oh.
I can show you. I did this back in the bar days. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. Something.
Get her and Lauren Boebert out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mud
what she-
slaying.
Okay.
Dude, she should have went up. On
That would probably make some money.
maybe, but she should have went up on stage with her bottle skills and just
Oh,
poured herself
yeah.
a fucking shot. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Chugged
She
it.
just fucking-
Are you ready to fight, bitches? You know what I mean? People would have
Yeah.
lost their
She
minds.
breaks
bro.
it.
That's true.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's true.
And then she walks on the glass just to prove how tough she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Brooklyn.
She'll
bitch.
chew on it. She'll chew on that shit.
Yeah.
I'm chewing on glass. She's tough. Fucking tough bitch.
I'm chewing on glass.
Yeah. Life's rough in Brooklyn. Fuck yeah, dude. God damn. Dude.
That's good stuff.
That's a great fucking
God dang
video,
it.
bro. That was I did not expect when you first I was like, oh, she's gonna run. No, dude, she was fucking
No, she was amped.
man. If you would have
She took whatever Joe Biden does every day.
yeah, dude. They gave her some of the
Ooh.
juice. She probably said, she's like, I
Yeah.
want his juice. I
Yeah.
want that.
Give me the
special
Joe
Well,
juice.
she was probably
Yeah.
the guinea pig, dude. She's like,
Yeah.
it's coming up Thursday. Give me some.
Yeah, we got the debates Thursday. We need to test this on
You
something.
see the person with the clipboard, and they're like, "This is a win. This is a fucking
Yeah. We got a winner.
Fucking win, dude."
Compound A, that is a check mark.
This
Yeah.
should make Joe normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we can get 80% of this enthusiasm, we'd be doing really well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, watch. If Joe Biden starts
Yeah.
doing the same shit on Thursday,
He just runs on stage. Oh, yeah, you guys ready?
he lets his hair down out of a bun.
Yeah, his fucking face mask flopped over.
He's like, hold on.
You see the reptilian come out, bro. He's like,
God damn.
Yeah. The lizard tongue.
oh my god, what a way to end it, man.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah, that
Christ,
was
dude.
good.
Oh man,
Good
AOC.
stuff, guys.
AOC on the cock, baby. You know what I'm saying?
All right, guys.
Cheers to you all.
Quick announcement at the end here. Cheers to everybody. Appreciate everyone's support. If you're not on Patreon, head over to Patreon. We got call-in shows on Friday and Zooms once a month. Also, this Wednesday we'll be live on Rumble.
Rumble.
That is our new live platform, and we'll be posting all our videos and be going live there from now on.
Yeah.
So if you're not over there yet, get your ass over there right now, fuckers.
Yeah, dude.
Rumble,
Hopefully-
baby.
Hopefully Rumble lets us say cock more. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
Maybe.
All right,
Yeah,
cheers,
never know.
everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.